So, as you can see, there's a gift from Paper Rug. It's a 1 star. He actually DM'd me what he got me. Yep. I gifted you a few hundred films, so get ready. But, that's not why I am making this. Let me turn some notation on. I'm not going to be editing this. I am too damn tired right now. I am tired. So that's why I'm not going to be editing this. But if you like my content, you might like this, you might not. If you don't, that's fine. I can understand. It's kind of about my personal stuff. If you guys can understand where I'm coming from, thank you. I appreciate it. But it's been a lot. Sorry for not posting as much. TikTok, I had some personal issues. Like personally, I had some issues going on. My mom did not like it, which I can totally understand. So I'm off TikTok. I'm probably not gonna be posting anymore on that account. I might get a new TikTok account. I might post on there. But that's not why I'm recording this. I'm recording this because times have changed. Times have really changed. And you might be like, oh, you're 14. That's not a big deal. You don't understand it until you get like 18, 19. Yeah, but still. When I came to Rec Room, I was 10. I was 10 when I joined Rec Room. I didn't know what the fuck to do about Rec Room. I did not know shit. Yeah, let me move over here so I don't start that all the time. I did not know what the fuck to do on Rec Room. I was curious. I was 10. I did not know what to do. But it's different now. You know what I mean? Like, if you haven't gotten seen Slat's other YouTube accounts Slat today, and how he's talking about how he's 19 and stuff, that's kind of where I'm coming from. I'm not 19. I'm not. I'm 14. But times are changing. Like, I have a friend. We'll call him Mr. Rug. We'll call him Mr. Rug. I've known Mr. Rug ever since I joined Rec Room. I met Mr. Rug when I was 10. It was right after I made my main account, this account. I made it January 25th, and I met him around like the start or mid of February. And Mr. Rug was everything. He is everything to me. I'm not gay. I swear I'm not gay. But I was talking to him recently. This was like a couple weeks ago. And I'm talking to him, he's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I'm not gonna be on Rec Room for a little bit. I'm going to the army." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And mind you, he's older than me. He's older than me. He's 19 as well. No, he's 19. He's man. When I met him, when I first met Mr. Rugg, he was 15. 14 or 15 when I first met him. And I was I saw him as like almost like an older brother. To me personally, I think he's like an actual older brother. I do have an older brother. He's not my actual brother, but Mr. Rugg, to my books, I think of him as a brother. He is so close to me, and I love talking to him. He's an amazing person. I can talk to him about anything. I can talk to him about my personal life. I could talk to him about stuff that happened at school that day, anything. But when he told me he was going to the army, I was like, bro, you're 18. He was like, nah, bro, I'm 19. I'm like, what the fuck? I was so confused. But, now I'm looking at it, I'm like, holy shit. I've known that dude for 4 years now. Ah, fuck. I've known that dude for 4 years. You might be like, "Oh, time flies," or "You don't understand it." You know what I mean? Like, bro, when I first got my VR for my 10th birthday, one of the first games I got was Rec Room. I went on there, made my main account. I beat Golden Trophy for the first time, and I friended everyone that helped me get that one. And one of those people was Mr. Rug. If you want to know, if you want to add him on Rec Room, his name is Paper Rug, but I'm gonna call him Mr. Rug, so it's shorter. But I've known that dude for so long now. Like, when you think about it, I've known him for about like a quarter of my life. Like a quarter of my life, I have known that man. And you might be like, oh, but you're just 14. It's not a big deal. Whatever. You'll get over it. No, it's actually fucking wild to think about it. I've known a dude for 4 years. And what's what's 14 divided by 4? I don't know. Whatever it is, that's the amount of my life I've known that dude. It's crazy. And I got this idea. And when I think about it, usually people don't have friendships that last longer than like 2 or 3 years. When you like, just think about that for a moment. Chew on that for a minute. Usually friendships are about a year, maybe two, possibly three, but it's never like long, like 4 years or longer. But I mean, look at me and Mr. Rugg. I've known him since I was 10. He's known me since he was 15. Like, that's wild to think about. And now he's going to the army, and he's my motivation to be like, no, I cannot be on the ground this depressed at rock bottom. I gotta stand up and I gotta do something. He's always helped me with that. When I got into I was in some deep depression. I was in very deep depression. I mean, if you look at my TikTok, if you saw my old TikToks, there was one, and it was me tripping and throwing a calculator. That was my teacher's calculator. And at that time, I did an illegal thing. I'm not gonna say it. I did an illegal thing, and I should have got punished for it, but I didn't. And I was so depressed that time. I was so depressed. I could not do anything. Like, I was thinking of like really messed up stuff, really messed up stuff. Like ending my life, um, like all that stuff, you know what I mean? And that's that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing at all. But I look at it and I realize, man, that's fucked up. That is some messed up shit, and I have to get up from this. I'm not gonna sit at rock bottom and sit there and bitch about it. I gotta get up and get back to get back to floor level. I'm not gonna be at rock bottom to the fossils. Never mind. But when I was in that depression, Mr. Rugg was the only person that helped me out of that depression. He was the only person to help me out of that depression. And I never give him enough credit. But he is such a nice person. He's helped me from all my depression. He's helped me from everything. My, like, when I had a family member pass away last year, it was like the 6th or 7th of January, and she passed away, my grandma. Mr. Rugg was there and helped me and supported me. And was like, that stuff happens. You gotta get up and move on, man. It's happened to me multiple times, and I know it sucks. but you gotta get through it. And he helped me. He's helped me so much. I can't thank him enough. Like, I don't know, man. It's just so crazy to think about. He's helped me through depression. He's helped me through all my sadness. He's helped me with emotional support, physical things, like when I sprained my neck twice, when I sprained both my ankles, when I told him I broke a finger, and he's like, "Man, that must suck. I feel bad, man." Like he's helped me through that, and I want to thank him so much. But I know I'm going way off topic, but hearing that he's going to the army is crazy for me. Yeah, I'm 14. I'm 5 years younger than him. But think about it. I've known the dude for like a quarter of my life. And that is like it's just wild to think about. It's like when a friend from high school says, I'm once I leave high school, I'm going up to the army and I'll be gone for a while. It's just like that. And I feel like I didn't do enough. I didn't help him. Like every now and then he's like, "Thank you for hopping on," or thanks for that. Thanks for the help for this." Like I feel like I wasn't there when he needed me. And yeah, it's a little awkward for a 5 age difference from a 14-year-old helping a 19-year-old. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I've only helped him like one time, once or twice, or 2 times. When he started dating, and I'm not gonna go into too much detail. That's his personal stuff. When he was dating, he got in some. He was in some depression, and his only thing to help him was building stuff in Rec Room. I was there for him. I was able to make him laugh. I was able to make him happy, and I was able to help him from that depression, and helping him so it wouldn't get worse. That's the only thing that I can think of that I've really helped him with. And now that he's gonna be gone for weeks, like he said he was gonna be gone for like 4 to 6 months, that's fucking mind blowing. And it's like, shit. Shit's time's passing. And parents aren't fucking wrong when they say time will fly for you. They are not fucking wrong. It felt like I've only known paper for like 2 years, but it ends up being like 4.5 years. And it's just crazy to think about. Like, holy shit. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be able to talk to him for a decent amount of time. Like that's just mind blowing. And like he's told me like, yeah, you're like one of the only friends that I talk to ever since like I've been in Rec Room for this long. Excuse me, shit. Anyway, back to the topic. He's like, yeah, you're like the only friends I talk to throughout my pretty much my whole time in Rec Room. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, bro. Because we met each other like start or mid February of 2021. And now it is 2025. And we still talk. He's like, yeah, bro, we've known each other for this long. And that's like mind blowing to think about. Like, it's it's crazy to think about. Someone that you've known for so long, not so long, but like for a decent amount of time, is gonna be leaving you for months, and you don't know if you're gonna be able to talk to him again. It's so hard to think of. It's hard to swallow that. Pause. Fuck. It's so hard to think about. Like, I've known this dude for 4 years, and he's leaving for like 4 to 6 weeks, and I don't know if I'll be able to. No, not 4 to 6 weeks, like 4 to 6 months, and I don't know if I'll be able to talk to him. Like, that's just crazy. And he's helped me through my boredom, my depression, my sadness, my my physical my physical appearance, my physical health, my mental health. He's helped me with everything. And I feel like I have not like done something back to forgive him. I've never done anything to repay him. That's the word I'm thinking of. I've never done anything to help him. Like, yeah, he had that breakup, which I helped a little bit with. But, you know, it's just, it's so sad to know that you'll be leaving someone for months and you don't know if you'll be able to talk to him. It's just so, man. I know this video is gonna be a little long. It's just me talking. But if you don't like it, skip it. I don't care. But if you are still here, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your help. And I appreciate the motivation. Like, I don't know, man. I've only had like 2 or 3 friends that I've known for at least 3.5 years. I've got Mr. Rugg, and I have 2 school friends. And no, one of the school friends, I've only known him for like 3 years, but I didn't start talking to him till like last year. Last year, excuse me, like a year and a half ago. Like, you know what I mean? Friendships don't really last that long, at least for me. Usually, like, he's helped me when I went through my breakup. He's like, yeah, some girls can be bitches, some girls can be supportive. It all depends, man. But when going through a breakup, it can be tough. I've been through it. All you have to do is get up, forget about it, and move on. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but sometimes you gotta get over the shit. Like, you can't stay on that topic and be like, oh, this shithead broke up with me 5 months ago. Fuck her. No. You gotta, if you're upset about it, then you can be upset about it, but that's not gonna change anything. That's what happened to me. I was upset about it for months, and then I dwelled on it, and then it became a thing. So I don't want that happening to you. So I want you to make sure that you don't dwell on it and stay on the topic and be like, oh, go fuck yourself. Like, no, that's the worst possible outcome when it comes to a breakup. Like, he's helped me through everything. Like, if if I wouldn't consider him as a brother, I'd consider him as like like a dad almost. I know that sounds weird. I know it sounds so fucked up, but if I couldn't consider him as a brother or a friend, I'd consider that man as a dad. And he's like, yeah, I can, yeah, I'm here, man. Like, if you need something, I'm here for you. Because he knows me personally. He personally knows me. I know a little bit about him, or I know quite a bit about him now. But like, he's like, yeah, I know it's tough, but I'm always here. If you want to talk to me, you can talk to me. Go right ahead. I'm always here. I'm all ears for you, bro. Don't worry about me leaving you and never talking to you again. That's not gonna happen. Like, he knows that my parents are not with each other. He knows that, like, my life is chaotic and can be very, very bad. And he knows, like, if you need help, come talk to me, man. If your parents aren't gonna help you and they're gonna be bitches, come talk to me. And I've been doing that. And that has made me so much better. Like, the only time that didn't help was when I was depressed and I could not talk to him. I had nothing. I didn't have my phone. I didn't have my VR. I had no TV. I had no Echo. I had nothing. So I could not talk to him. I could not talk to my parents without feeling like, shit, I'm going to be threatened. You know what I mean? That might be for some people like me and a couple other kids, like, shit, our parents are strict, and if we fuck up, we're getting threatened. And it's happened to me multiple times. And after I got threatened and I did not want to talk to my parents, the second I had the chance, I would go to Mr. Rugg and be like, "Yo, can I talk to you? I just need to get stuff off my chest. Like my parents aren't helping me. My older brother, like my step older brother is not here with me right now. He's gone somewhere, and my sisters are young and they don't understand." And he's like, "Yeah, bro, I'm all ears for you. I'm always here for you. If you ever need to talk to me, come talk to me. Like you can always trust me with anything." Like, it's so hard to be like, I don't know, man. Like, I've never had a good connection with my parents. I've never really. Like, yeah, I'll act good every now and then, but I've never had a true and good connection with my parents. But Mr. Rugg, since I've never had a good connection with my parents, Mr. Rugg, I've considered as like a secondary dad. Like when my dad, if I can't talk to my dad, I can talk to paper. Fuck. I can talk to Mr. Rugg. He's like number one to me. Like when I was down, he pulled me back up and got me back up on my feet, and I was able to move on. And it's just so hard to think about that. If I ever do get depressed and I get in a bad situation, I have no one to talk to. Mr. Rugg's going to the army. My parents, I can't really talk to. I never have had a good connection with them, really. My stepbrother, he's living with his parents right now, and he's gonna be going to college soon. And I can't talk to my sisters. The closest sister I have to my age is like 12. She's turning 12 today. And then my second sister, she's 9. I can't talk to them. So, like, all I have now when Mr. Rugg leaves are like my 2 school friends. One had some really bad stuff happening in the past, so I feel like he's like, I can't talk to him. I don't want to get fucked up. I don't want any bad things happening. So all I have is a friend that I've known since second grade, second or third grade, and I'm in eighth grade now. Like I've known that man for so long. I'm not gonna say his name. I want to, I'm gonna keep himself private, but I've known the dude for so long. Like him and Mr. Rugg are like the two people I can trust. With Mr. Rugg, like if I'm depressed and like no one's there for me, I can talk to my school friend. I can talk to him. He is a true brother to me. And I don't know, man. It's hard, man. But yeah, all I wanted to say was like thank you to some of you guys who supported me through my YouTube time, through my time while being on YouTube, and thank you for supporting me even when I was gone for a little while. And thank you to Mr. Rugg and my school friend. They are both true brothers to my life. But yeah, Mr. Rugg is leaving tomorrow to the army. And it's hard. But, you know, sometimes we lose stuff that we can't get back. And you can give, and you can give, and you can give, and you can give, and you get nothing in return. Nothing. If you're a wrestling fan, you'll know who I got that from. But thank you to everyone who supported me. everyone on YouTube, everyone on TikTok, um, both my school friend and Mr. Rugg, they have both helped me, and they are both brothers to me. So thank you to both of those two, and to you guys who have supported me. I appreciate it, and it means the world to me. If you could subscribe, please, please do. Because at some point, I want to start streaming, and and once I can start streaming, I'm not gonna be like so alone, and like I can actually talk to some people. So I wanna my main goal on YouTube is to hit 50 subscribers so I can start streaming. I don't know where I'll go from there, but that's the main one. And I made a promise to Mr. Rugg that I would hit my 50 subscribers before he came back to the army or from the army. So if you could please hit subscribe, like the video, and I hope you were able to support me and you have helped me through my YouTube and TikTok. Thank you guys. I will see you sometime soon.